Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Wednesday in the NBA. It'll be Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns facing off against Ty Lawson and the Denver Nuggets. And let's send things courtside to Kevin Harlan, who's in the Mile High City, ready to call the game.
Welcome, fans, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with our analysts Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. So happy you've joined us. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Denver Nuggets get ready to battle. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Hill at the 3 with Stoudemire at the 4. Nash out there with Brooks. And it's Gortat in at the center position. And for the Nuggets, Kmart and Nene are inside. Ty Lawson and J.R. Smith, they're manning the backfield. And it's Gallinari. In at the 3 slot. And that one's good. Martin's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Nuggets.
Well, despite all the turmoil surrounding the Nuggets last season, the Pepsi Center was a sanctuary as far as wins were concerned. 33-8 for the Nuggets at home, and that was while they were dealing with all the Carmelo Anthony situation.
For the 3, and it's Ty Lawson with the 3.
And he gets a 3 of his own. Good answer there.
Yeah, he's not scared to trade shots like that.
Here's Nash and the powerful one-handed slam.
Man, oh man. Oh man, for a guy who's not the biggest player on the court, I mean, that's a humongous finish.
Well, he's capable of those, Clark. We've seen it before.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, you guys, he is very comfortable taking it to the hoop if he's got an opening. And man, he'll make you pay.
Let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
When I asked him what some of his main concerns are today, and he said they're dealing with a team that can really light it up from the perimeter, and therefore it's essential that they not give up too many open looks from out there, or it could spell trouble all game long, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
And Denver has always been a tough place to win for road teams. Like you said, it's your third-best home record a season ago. The elevation certainly is a factor. You talk to players. Clark, you played in that mile-high air. It makes it a little bit hard to catch your breath.
It does. I mean, there's certainly something to the elevation, but there's also something to the transversing through different time zones, which is often the case, especially for teams coming from the East. And then you factor in a very enthusiastic and supportive crowd. But the biggest thing is they're usually pretty good. I mean, they've usually got a pretty good roster. So it's no wonder that teams have a tough time getting wins at the Pepsi Center.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Man, first look, I don't know, guys. Tough to tell just how bad it is.
For his sake, we're hoping he's okay.
Now, here's Nene. It's tipped and taken away by Brown.
I really don't like what I'm seeing their last couple of possessions, Kevin. Two turnovers in a row, careless turnovers at that.
Yeah, they're getting a little casual with the ball. They've got to nip that in the bud right now.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
This run, a definite concern. They've lost all momentum. They need to try to sort this out right away.
I thought Shannon Brown made so much improvement last season, guys. He scored well and worked really hard to improve his weaknesses, which were his ball handling and his outside shooting, so he became much more of a complete player.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Martin. And stolen by Fry.
Good defense there. He was just waiting for that one.
Brown, good.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
The Nuggets trail by 5.
Steve, I agree with you in terms of Shannon Brown's improvement, how hard he worked on those weak areas, handling the ball better, working more on the shot. I mean, the physical gifts were always there. Strong, tremendously athletic. I give him a lot of credit for working to make the most of that natural ability that he had.
So here's Gallinari. Steve Nash making his last shot. Will it go? A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got 8 points.
Good team play there. You move the ball until you find the right shot for the right person.
They're a well-oiled machine, Steve. I mean, working extremely well as a cohesive unit. Every pass delivered on time and on target. A lot of ball movement and player movement. It's a thing of beauty.
So for the Suns, Hakeem Warwick, he's checked in for Fry. Hill comes in for Josh Childress. And it's Xavier Dowdell in for Steve Nash. 1:36 left to play here in the first. And Gallinari kicks to Lawson. And again, Denver hit the triple.
Come on now, you got to pay better attention than that on a shooter like him. We'll make that 10 times out of 10. You know, guys, you think back to a team like the Suns. They had a terrific shot at winning the championship just a few short seasons ago, and it doesn't seem like they're in real contention right now going forward.
Oh, and the dunk by Nene. Let's see that again on the Sprite Slam King.
Well, he's got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on. That one, 2 scoops of ice cream after that.
Well, that's a play that's going to be remembered from this game, that's for sure.
I think that was more like a banana split, Clark.
Brown, another 3 for Phoenix.
The defense has done very little to slow him down so far.
Here's Lawson. He has 6. Denver calls timeout.
He wants to make a few adjustments out there, and he's running through those with his team right now.
As you said, the defense unable to stop the barrage from outside.
Well, defensively, they need to do a better job of, 1, pressuring the ball, disrupt their offensive rhythm, and then you've got to get to shooters, especially when they're shooting as well as these guys are.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Chris Anderson is checked in for Nene. Harrington comes in for Kenyon Martin. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's Dowdell. Ty Lawson making his last shot. Open look, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
And Denver again with the bucket.
Boy, he set him up nicely with that pass.
Boy, I love the ball movement, guys. That's 3 of their last 5 shots coming off of assists.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. He faded back on that one to give himself some room.
That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast breaks.
Just making it look easy out there the way they're running.
Got a piece of it. Gallinari dishes to Lawson. Dowdell gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
2 shots. Second free throw, no good. Nash right side. Unbelievable shot at the buzzer.
Boy, this guy. Just as calm as can be, even with the clock ticking down to 0, no pressure.
Gotta love the composure. He just didn't seem rushed at all. He just took his time and knocked it down.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Suns lead by 8.
Big boost from their bench there, guys, in that first quarter. They did a nice job coming in and really giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
It's more NBA coming your way.
Baby screaming shady till I die. Like I have a paradise like
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Here's Nash. 8-point game. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Suns, Channing Frye out there with Warwick. Then it's Brown, and it's Hill, and it's Nash in at the point guard position. Hill. They're moving the ball. Nash, the pass to Frye. Over Chandler, and it's Hill. That time the assist from Channing Frye. Frye's got his 4th assist in this one. Miller outside, guarded now by Nash. Smith kicks to Nene. Smith dishes to Martin. Money on the 10-footer. Martin's got his second basket of the game.
Look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit. They're knocking down shots.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Hi, Kevin. For Corey Brewer, who's a long-rangey 6'9" defender, he's a very determined guy, saying, I guess you could say I'm a pest. I go hard all game. And guys, every team needs a guy who they can lean on to be a shutdown defender on the perimeter.
Yeah, they can always use some defense. Thanks, Doris. Chandler, no good.
One of the things you like about Wilson Chandler, Kevin, he's a gamer. I mean, prior to last season, nose surgery, sports hernia surgery, ankle surgery. He comes back, doesn't miss a beat, and never complains.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. 6 points for Hill.
Superb feed there, young fella.
It really was perfect setup for the lay-in.
Well, he just managed to float the ball up there.
Here's Miller, looking for his first bucket of the game. J.R. Smith on the wing, picked up by Brown. Tipped. Here's Martin, takes it up for the stuff.
Got to be very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over.
On Clark, you might remember last season, Wilson Chandler took an elbow to the chops from David Lee. He's a former teammate. Steve, I think he lost a couple teeth.
I think he did. He just kind of spat him out on the scorer's bench and kept playing. And remember, the scary part about that was David Lee actually got an infection in his arm from those teeth, and that was very scary. Lee was out for a couple of weeks. Fortunately, the doctors were able to control that infection and get him back out onto the floor.
For the Nuggets, Chris Anderson is checked in for Nene. Alinari comes in for Kenyon Martin. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller. And then for Phoenix, Gortat's checked in for Warwick. And it's Childress in for Shannon Brown. Lawson, here's Anderson, and he takes the lead. In stride and slams it home.
And look at how he hung on the basket after that dunk. A little extra flair there.
He's lucky he didn't get slapped with a technical foul there, Clark. Well, the Suns missed the playoffs a year ago, and there's a lot of speculation about whether they will begin a rebuilding process. Steve Nash obviously getting up there in years. So the question for Phoenix, do they trade him? Do they keep him? Do they still try to build around him? One thing's for sure, they need an infusion of young talent.
Here's Lawson. Steve Nash making his last shot. The shot's good from Lawson.
He's put on an offensive clinic. They've got to deny him the ball.
Yeah, and if that fails, then double him, Steve. I mean, they can't allow him to continue to hurt him like that.
Yeah, that's just too easy. He is so skilled inside.
Here's Lawson. He's got 11. Defended by Nash. Suns leading by 12. Even numbers. 4 on. Oh! Man!
Only question there was who was going to finish it. Easy, fast break.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they made the right call there, Steve.
Here comes Lawson. Defended by Nash. Fires the three, and it's Ty Lawson with the three. Lawson's got 14 points for the game.
Maybe that'll get him going here in the second quarter. He already knocked down 2 in the first.
A different look for Denver. Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. Martin comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's a Flalo in for J.R. Smith. Phoenix also making some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Grant Hill. And it's Xavier Dowdell in for Steve Nash. Now Flalo. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Backing down is Nene. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
He is not the guy you want to leave open behind the arc, guys. I mean, come on, you got to understand who you're defending.
Here's Dowdell. 10-point lead. Shot is blocked. The Nuggets. By 10. Here's Lawson. He gathers, and the lead is down inside single digits. Lawson's got 16.
Time running down now at the end of the quarter. They could go 2 for 1 if they decide to.
And I think that's what they need to do if the shot's there.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
A superb alley-oop there. Prime time play.
Well, they have that one standing by. Just waiting to pull it out.
Now, there's definitely a sense of understanding between those 2 teammates, that's for sure.
Pass to Gallinari. Jacks up a 3. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 6 assists now in the game. Suns leading by 7. Dowdell passes to Lopez. And Childress kicks the front. It's stolen by Martin. And Lawson gets it to go on the assist by Flalo. Lawson's got 9 points in the quarter.
And they'll slow it down, use a little clock.
Good call, partner. Hold it for the final 1.
Even numbers, and stolen by Fry. Dishes to Lopez. That's tipped. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. We're back in a moment.
Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Boy, the Nuggets had problems in the playoffs versus the Thunder, but I thought Nene still maintained his season averages and played pretty well.
Ty Lawson and J.R. Smith, they're manning the backcourt. Kmart and Nene are inside, and it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, as you know, George Karl loves to give his players freedom, and he wants all of his players to be aggressive on offense, even backup centers and role players. He feels that it helps spread the floor and makes everyone a threat you have to guard. The way we play basketball, we want everybody to be attacking, reading and trying to attack. I don't think you can have a player out there that can't be aggressive. Kevin, guys love to play in that kind of system.
Doris, thank you. An aggressive offense is something we've come to expect from Coach Karl.
And you know, when you have guys always looking to score, it makes life a lot harder on the defensive end for opponents. This is a team that really attacks as a unit.
Here's Nash after the Nuggets pick up 2. That's good. Nash has got 18 points in the game. Going back to Nene in the playoffs, not easy given the interior defense that the Thunder was throwing at him, Steve, night after night, game after game.
Yeah, that was impressive defense, and Nene's field goal percentage did dip in that series, but that's to be expected. The defense during the playoffs is always much more intense And I thought Nene played well despite those field goal percentage dropbacks.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. Gortat's got his second bucket of the night. Denver calls timeout.
You know, I was really impressed. Despite all of the turmoil that surrounded the Nuggets, they were very competitive in the West last season. They managed 30 wins in their 52 in-conference games, and that's about a 60% clip in a really tough conference.
Here is Lawson. He's got 18. Guarded now by Nash. Baseline jumper, and Nene gets it to go on the assist by Lawson. Lawson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And for the Nuggets, an interesting mix of young talent and veterans. And Steve, I guess only time will tell if we think this team is going to get better as they move along.
Well, I think the key is chemistry. You know, they've got a lot of players who expect playing time. They came in, did a good job a year ago after the Carmelo trade. Can they maintain that togetherness and chemistry as they go forward? And still perfect here in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field.
Nash with it. He's got 20. Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. 16 points for Shannon Brown. The Nuggets trail by 8.
You look at what George Karl has overcome in his battle against cancer and other issues the last few years, and it's just a testament to how tough a person he is.
Good thoughts by Clark as we go back to George Karl. A lot of guys, Steve, would have called it a career, but you know and I know, all of us know, he just loves this game so much.
Well, it was so nice to see the support that he got from around the league as he battled cancer. Did such a great job with that team during the Carmelo drama, as they called it. It was really a very taxing year for George Karl, but he battled through it and ended up putting Denver in a really good spot heading into the postseason.
Al Harrington's checked in for Kenyon Martin. And then for Phoenix, Warwick comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Childress in for Grant Hill.
Guys, if you're a visiting team, I mean, the Pepsi Center is one of the toughest places to try to steal a win. I mean, the altitude isn't helping matters, that's for sure, and it can actually literally take the wind out of you. He got that one, but he hasn't been producing the way we're accustomed to. He needs to look for a shot a bit more.
Back to Harrington. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And for the Nuggets, going back to their home court advantage. You know, when you get off the opposing team bus, the first sign you see as you go in that doorway is just to warn you folks, you're a mile high. And he flushes it through. Strike Slam Cam with the replay.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Just the power and the skill, impressive.
And again, it's Denver.
He has such a calm demeanor, but he locks in, takes his time, and finishes. Well, Ty Lawson was a guy waiting in the wings behind Chauncey Billups, and I think one of the reasons the Nuggets felt comfortable trading Billups was that they knew Lawson was prepared to become the starting point guard, and he did not disappoint.
Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Well, that's the problem. You turn the ball over, and your defense just isn't set up at the other end.
And sometimes when it happens that way, almost feels like a 4-point bucket.
1:14 left to play in the third. And there's the feed to Nene. And the series. to finish it off.
That's what we came to see. Aggressive, assertive basketball.
He just threw that one down with as much strength as he could muster.
Hey, you got that right. An angry dunk.
The shot's good from Nash. Thinking back to Lawson Clark, he really took his chance and ran with it. Looks like he's the future at that position with the Denver Nuggets.
You know, sometimes, Kevin, guys are just an opportunity away from showing what they're capable of doing. Case in point, Ty Lawson, he's got speed, he's got strength. I think he's got to continue to improve the consistency of his perimeter shot, but everything else, feel, flow, ability to make plays off the dribble, he's got all of that.
Well, you saw him in college when he played for North Carolina. He was as fast a guard as there was and maybe we've ever seen in college.
He was super with the ball and strong and really knew how to run his team.
Here's Nene, jumps up, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Nene's got 6 in the quarter.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
Here's Dowdell. And it's Miller picking him up. Dowdell kicks to Childress. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smith. 6-point game.
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that.
Here's Dowdell. Here's Brown. And it's in.
Oh, what a big shot to close out the quarter. They're going to the fourth with a little momentum now.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. A fantastic game from Steve Nash in this one.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
Suns ahead, up 7. And now let's send it to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Hi, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Suns that garners the Sprite Spark today. Coaches love when there's no let-up on the defensive end, and they continue to extend their lead by simply not giving up any points. It's been a clinic out there on the defensive end, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run was a critical stretch, Clark, of the game.
It sure was. I mean, once the pilot light was lit, they didn't let up.
Well, offensively, it all came together for them, Clark, and it really allowed them to kind of take control of the game at that point.
On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Hill, Amari, and Lopez are the front court. Michael Pietrus is out there with Nash.
Again, they attack the hoop from the lane, and it's been really good to them.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want down there. That's 4 of their last 5 buckets coming in the paint area. And this continues to be a shootout.
Well, I'm a fan as well as a commentator, and I love this fast-paced action. I mean, it's going back and forth, back and forth.
Martin gets called for the reach. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Nash. And it's Miller picking him up. And again, Steve Nash. Nash has got 13 points here in the second half alone. The Nuggets trail by 6. Now, here is Miller. The alley-oop pass. Martin. Here's Chandler. That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
And the pace has really ramped up in the second half.
Steve, I like the re-energized effort here. I mean, it's been a battle.
Nash outside. Here's Hill. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. That's 12 points for Hill. Here is Miller. Guarded now by Nash. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Now the Suns missed out on the playoffs for only the 4th time in the last 23 years last season. And with the team getting older and no outstanding young players, it may be a while before Phoenix returns to prominence.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. Alinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. J.R. Smith's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller. And the shot's good from Nene. And, you know, for the Suns, Clark, what do you think is their best path for them right now? Could they bounce back to where they were, you think?
In the short term, Kevin, I'd have to say no. I mean, this team a few years ago had a legitimate chance to win a title. I mean, now the talent level has dropped off, and we know you start right there. I mean, you've got to have talent to think about a championship, and it's easy to see why the word rebuild kind of floats around. I think that takes time, and that's where the Suns are right now.
Watch out for low run for cover, young fella.
With that one, boy, they got the crowd buzzing there.
A pretty perfect play all around.
What a fantastic dunk to finish it off, too.
Backing down is Brown. The shot by Hill. Another one falls for Phoenix.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the Suns making a change here. Nash is checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Thanks again, Doris. Out to Gallinari. Three-pointer. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. Gallinari's got 20. Nash against Lawson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. J.R. Smith picks one up.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
Well, you gotta love his determination.
And here's Lawson. Grant Hill covering. Lawson dishes to Martin. Back to Lawson. They rule this one. Goaltender. Caught the shot.
If he gets a glimpse of an opening, he's going to take it right to the rim.
Suns leading by 4. Backing down is Gortat. Knocked loose. Taken away by Nene. And it's Lawson. That time on the assist by Martin. Lawson's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
Fade away. That's good. 24 points for Shannon Brown.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound goes back up, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And I think whichever team starts to dominate the glass could really take control of this game.
I won't disagree with you. I mean, it's so tight between these teams right now on the board that you're just waiting to see which team might pull away.
Hill. It's
Came through there with a key basket.
Yeah, that was huge. Stepping up when it matters most.
Lawson outside. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
not going to miss too many of those. That's high percentage stuff there.
On the wing right, covered by Smith.
Well, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin. I mean, he may be able to use that to his advantage, sneak up on some folks.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Puts it up. Count it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, that's a pretty dime. I mean, I'd love to see them work it inside like that.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
He didn't have much choice but to foul. Unfortunately, this is the last guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they stop the clock. These free throws are pretty much automatic.
Denver calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lawson. Over Nash. Sinks it. And on a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Good foul there. They got to lengthen this game and stop the clock here.
All you can really do here is hope they give you a chance to even it up.
Gets them both, and it's a 3-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of the charity stripe here. Stretching that margin to 3.
Out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Lawson. It's good. This game is all over. Lawson's got 31 points. Timeout call, the Suns. The score not at 98. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nash. 3 from the inbound. There's the triple.
Now they get those 3 points back in a hurry, don't they?
Yeah, they sure did. Didn't take them long at all to respond.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Steve Nash.